Okay, bring it on. Light and love, light and love, light and love. Okay, so releasing the connection we have to the powers that control us that are not of light and love. That's this intention. So, okay. So if you think for a moment how you feel with everything going on the planet at the moment, does it feel right to you, or does it feel like we're being challenged, shamed, guilted, manipulated? How do people manipulate us? They try to make us feel bad. Have there been times in your life when you've done things you knew were not what you wanted to do, but you felt manipulated by families, by friends, by governments, by people? So, okay, so I want you to feel a spark within. Just feel a beautiful light, filled with love, filled with caring, filled with goodness. You see it in little children. All they want to do is play. All they want to do is love. All they want to do is connect with people. They don't look at colour. They don't look at race. They don't look at politics. They simply just want to be happy and friendly and vibrant on the planet. Isn't that our God-given right? So I want you to track, feel into a time in your life when you were manipulated, when you were not your sovereign being, when you were taken from what you believed to know was true and right, and you were manipulated into doing something that you knew were wrong. And think about it for a moment. What was the core emotion? There would have been some guilt or shame or anger or frustration, something in there to manipulate us. We've all been there. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. Okay, so just tracking into that, finding that little survival pattern, that seared the nerves in the brain, makes it hard to feel alive and fantastic and vibrant when we think about it. Okay, so that little pain and punishment circuit in the background, just calm it down. Calm down that survival pattern, allow that energy, that spark, that divine power to come on through. Okay, emotional stress release. Hold those little points. Allow that vibrancy to come to your frontal cortex to allow you to think critically, clearly. Allow you to think happily, vibrantly, with love and light, love and light, love and light. Okay. So when we've done things that we feel ashamed of or guilty about or angry about, it shuts down our frontal cortex. So just imagine for a moment that by not letting things go, we're allowing those energies to win, the ones that are out there that want to be in control of our thoughts, our minds, our emotions. So wake up your frontal cortex in relation to dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Okay. Escape, submission, freeze. Yeah, when we want to run away, it shuts those down, puts us into that fight, flight, freeze, and we can't think logically, can't think clearly, can't think lovingly of love and light. Raise that vibration, raise that vibration. We can do this, we can do this. We can let go of the guilt, of the shame, of the fear that we've had from the past. We can own our own sovereignty. We can own our thoughts, we can own our mind, we can own our beliefs. live in this planet, but there's still so much we have choice over, so much we can choose, so much personal power, so much personal growth. Beautiful. Okay. Serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin. Okay, so oxytocin. So oxytocin is the one, it's the hug energy, it's the orgasm energy, it's the loving, that when you are with someone that you love and you feel loved, you get an oxytocin surge. So oxytocin is amazing. It's just one of those fantastic neurotransmitters that we release when we know we're around someone who loves us. So when we're being told by elites, the powers that be, our governments, that we are bad human beings for whatever reason, it diminishes our oxytocin unless we truly believe it. We know we're sovereign little human beings. We are entitled to live sovereign and free. Okay, so there's some energy bubbling up, in relation to the lack of oxytocin. This is why we need hugs. This is why we need humans. This is why we need to be cuddling babies and looking after humans rather than allowing people to be separated. We're not meant to be separate as human beings. We're not meant to be separated. We're meant to connect. Beautiful. Get that oxytocin. Okay, that's better. So fear of failure, fear of success. Okay. So what does fear of success mean in this? So if we let go of our shame, of our guilt, of our past, of our fear, that's stopping us from moving forward being a bad human being, if you think about it. Our body holds on to these things because we don't want to feel like crap. We want to be good little human beings. And I think we forget that we already are. We are decent souls on this planet. We have that divine spark inside of us. No one can take that away unless we allow it. Our body, our choice. Our divine spark. I own my divine spark. I own that light within. I own my body's sovereignty. Okay, so not quite. So there's some escape, submission, freeze energy in there. That's a lack of dopamine. Okay, so come on, little dopamine, wakey wakey. I release optimal amounts of dopamine to feel motivated. I release optimal amounts of dopamine to feel vibrant. I release optimal amounts of dopamine to feel the spark within. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so once again. Okay, so the next one showing up is rip and lip. So rip and lip, left and right integrative points, is a part of the brain. There's a pain and punishment. Okay, so it's a part of the brain that is about taking in everything we're hearing, seeing, touching, feeling, deciding the level of stress and importance, and then putting energy into our memory centers. We have had billions of visuals, of messages, of auditory stuff in the last 20 months that have been priming us for what people on the planet are thinking right now from one direction or another. So depending on where we've focused on listening to our information will depend on what we know at this now moment. We have been manipulated one way or the other all our lives. It's time to pay attention, be sovereign, be open, so that we can see what's going on in behind everything. So when we are taking in all of this information, if our brain is going into survival all of the time, then the information is going into the survival part of our brain. So this is pain and punishment in relation to the rib and lip. So left and right integration points are about storing information. Where has your information stored over the last 20 months? So releasing any and all pain and punishment circuits, stopping me from thinking clearly. Releasing any and all pain and punishment circuits, stopping me from thinking cognitively. Releasing any and all pain and punishment circuits, causing me to have cognitive dissonance. Run that central meridian, anti-clockwise over the heart, emotional stress release points. Okay, now I want you to reach up. I want you to feel that energy coming down from Father Sun, straight down through the crown chakra, straight down through the center of your body. That's divine light coming down, going straight down through the soles of your feet and into Mother Earth. That energy coming up from the earth and up to the sun. Down from the sun, straight through our body and down to Mother Earth. This is our connection. That Mother Sun energy, that spark within this divine energy that we're entitled to on this beautiful planet of ours. Okay. I release the need to connect to those who wish to harm me. I release the need to connect to those who wish to control me. I release the need to connect to those who wish to destroy me. Okay, have a fantastic day, and I shall talk to you soon. Take care.